beers. Bloody
Beers.
On the piss.
Yeah, fucking oath. We are on the piss. Welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast brought to you by Bluebet.
That's Clut, some dust. We are Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started off reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations that you'd more than likely hear from the front bar at your local. And as always, we're coming to you live from our local.
It's the heart of Queensland. It is the Caxton Hotel.
It is the Caxton Hotel. It's the greatest pub I've ever been to in my entire life. This is our On the Piss show, where basically we just catch up once a week, have a beer, and get on the piss. So without further ado, I'm actually not drinking tonight, but Clutzy, is there something you want to get done before we start the podcast?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go solo here and get a bloke down my throat by myself.
A solo bloke down your throat. There's
Sometimes you
got to
do it.
Yeah, someone's got to do it. Someone's got to get the blokes down their throat for the team. Thank you to Kempy for sponsoring the show this week. We love him with all our heart. If you want to get a bloke down your throat this weekend, head to blokeatthebar.com and enter your postcode in the store locator.
That's it. And there's another website you're going to have to go to as well, guys, if you want to just, I don't know, get a nice little deal coming up soon.
Yeah.
We've got our new merch coming out on the 29th of May. So next Monday, only a couple of days' time. Limited stock. It's not like last time, guys. So if you've watched the vlog, don't be like a lot of people last time I messaged and say, oh, I missed out.
That's it. 29th of May, Monday, 6 p.m, bloodybrilliantbeers.shop. Hats and hoodies.
That's it.
But, Clutzy, how was your weekend, mate?
Mate, it was good. We actually a very, very eventful weekend. I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, right. That's
off
brave, because we've got a big weekend coming up.
Yeah, I know, dude. I'm actually exhausted.
Yeah.
Kicked off Thursday night.
It did.
Had a lovely, lovely Broncos Leagues Club experience.
That's it. Vlog's actually dropping tonight if you're listening to this. Wednesday night. Vlog's dropping. Keep an eye out for it at YouTube.
Yeah, went along with Jack, Jake, Will and Colin.
That's it. The boys won the comp.
Yeah, Jacko won the comp. Actually met the boys at Craft Park Party last year, I believe
ages
it was.
ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Great bunch of blokes.
Awesome guys. Run into them a fair bit at the Caco. I was pretty stoked that they won, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it was a fun night.
It was so
fun. A lot of fun.
Shit result on the footy, but that didn't matter. It was good just to fucking have a pub feed, have a few beers, go to the game, and then kick on at the Caco.
It was great that the highlight wasn't the game.
Yeah,
you know
exactly
what I mean?
right. Yeah.
Like beforehand was funny as fuck. We had Colin talking about how he used to train for the bathroom, which is in the vlog.
Yeah.
Had us all in stitches.
Yep.
It was such a good time. So, no, thanks to the boys for coming along.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. And kicked on at the Caco. Bit of a sore head on Friday morning for you, mate, or were you all right?
No, I was sweet. I kept the lid on it because I had to be responsible.
Yeah. I sort of did as well. I left a bit later than you, but didn't have like a big night by any means necessary. But yeah, they did have one request for us. This proves that they are long-term listeners of the podcast.
Long-term OG
They wanted us to bring back a segment which we used to run. We used to run it every week pretty much when we first started.
Yeah. But then we realised that we actually hadn't been to many places.
Yeah, so basically it's called Suburb of the Week. And the premise of it is we just pick a Brisbane suburb and review it for you guys out there. Now, the reason we stopped doing it, one, is because we realised that not everyone lives in Brisbane and has any idea what we're talking about.
Yep.
And two, it's really hard to review places if you haven't been there. So we sort of ran out of suburbs. But the one that they requested, which we thought we have to bring back, given they were such good blokes, is Chermside West. So this week's Suburb of the Week is Chermside West.
Yes, Chermside West. It's fitting that the most popular site in Chermside West is Downfall Creek.
Yep.
Because everything goes downhill in
Once you
fucking
enter.
Chermside West. It has a high crime rate. It's a fucking terrible area. And you know, if somewhere's called West,
Yeah.
that it has to be like the shitter version of the main thing.
Dude, I had this as well. Like, why, if you were going to be called West of anything, why pick Chermside? Like, Chermside, it's not that bad, but it's like, there's plenty of other shit you could do. Why wouldn't you be East McDowell? Why would you choose West Chermside?
Yeah, why would you choose West Chermside? It's like, I just don't, and West as well.
Yeah.
I prefer to go to the east because it's towards the coastline.
But also get your
It's
own own fucking name.
Yeah, or just actually try and be inventive for once in your life.
Well, you know what's hectic that I actually figured out? This is all from Wikipedia today. So as always, don't fact check because it could be wrong. But something that I stumbled upon today, they did used to have their own suburb name.
What was it called?
And I was like, why would they change? Because surely it can't be worse. Craigsley.
Is that Craigsley?
Apparently so. Parts of it used to be known as
God.
Craigsley, which is actually a lot worse than Chermside West.
Craigsley was a terrible suburb, and it hasn't got much better by being rebranded as Chermside West.
Yeah, East McDowell for those who know it best.
Craigsley, that bad that we forgot it existed.
Exactly, yeah.
I always thought the high school was just there for the sake of it.
No, it apparently used to be part of the suburb.
Jesus, Chermside West is very rough. One of the roughest things is you can't trust the tradies there, Darcy.
Yeah.
Doing a
headline you found?
Doing a little bit of research, 20th of April 2023, a homeowner is sickened after a plumber she hired was caught on camera allegedly going through her bedroom.
That's fucked. Through
Now,
the drawers,
I'd just like to
isn't it?
say I'm sorry to Cheryl. Definitely wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. But
He's an apprentice, not a tradesman.
The man was hired to fix the toilet and shower. The plumber is seen on CCTV appearing to go through a bedside table. He allegedly stole a pair of earrings. Now, it happened in Milton, but he is from Chermside West.
There you go.
So imagine the grubby habits that he is doing around the place. Apparently, he went through the drawers and is caught on camera and there's some earrings missing. But the most heinous crime he did was he went into the kitchen and grabbed a wooden rolling pin and used it to help fix the toilet and then put it back without washing it. Yep.
That's fucking disgusting. I
That's
thought you were talking shit.
No. It's got here with tears in her eyes. I'm sickened by him using my utensils on my toilet. That can make you so desperately ill. I'm really upset about it. Yeah, I'd be pretty upset too.
This actually could be a plus for Chermside West, which I know we don't normally do, but we got to be fair, right?
Yeah.
Some alumni, the people that are from there.
Yep.
You would not guess these two people if I gave you 1,000 guesses.
Okay.
I'll give you one guess to guess both of them. Both sports.
Both sports.
Yep.
Rugby league?
No.
Rugby union.
One is, yep.
Rugby union. They still play?
No. Both retired from what they used to do.
Berwick Barnes.
No.
Okay.
Not a bad guess. Ben Tune
Yeah, nice.
and Mick Doohan.
Really? What's doing, McDowell?
What's doing in Chermside
Ben
West?
Tune actually saw the light and came to Ashgrove. He didn't go to Ashgrove West because I think he had such a terrible time in Chermside West.
Yep.
But he did become a GPS legend.
There you go.
well.
There you go. So some good coming out of it. Now, one thing we used to always refer to when we were reviewing these suburbs was their takeaway food options. Now, I had a quick think today. I do have a bad sense of direction, so this could be wrong, but I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any any of the big four. There's probably fucking, corner shops and shit, but there's no KFC, Macca's.
Macca's is at Chermside ×2.
Yep.
Red Rooster, not there.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is opposite the Guppies. They've got
the
a couple
wash.
of... No, Guppy's Childcare Centre.
Oh, okay.
It's like on the corner there, and there's like the Shell service station of Roadie Road Meats. That's probably the only thing it's got going for it is Roadie Road Meats.
Yeah, but there's no takeaway there.
There's no good takeaway there.
Yeah, none of the big four.
No. You got to go to Stafford or Chermside for that.
Yeah, and also my fucking number one hated road in Brisbane, I would say, would be Hamilton Road, and that runs straight up the guts of Chermside West.
If you've got a shit main road, that it's just shit everywhere.
Yep.
Shit everywhere. It's constant crashes. It's always busy to go through there. Everyone wants to get through there so quickly that they just have no fucking care for their own lives or other people's lives. So it's fucked.
Give me a reason why you'd stop there, though. I don't know if I've ever stopped there. I think I just drive straight through.
Das, there's a reason why I haven't answered that, because there is no reason I'd ever stop
exactly.
there.
Just get on Hamilton Road and keep fucking going until you come out the other side to McDowell.
It's like we've got a mate that lives there, Geordie, and he's offered up his place quite a few times, but there's a reason why we hardly go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and there's a reason why there's a Nissan Pulsar stuck out the front of there.
That has been there for a long time, yeah.
If anyone needs a Nissan Pulsar, let us know, because our mate Jackson's trying to sell it at the moment.
Yeah,
and
he's struggling.
Really struggling.
Yep.
We can get you a good price on it as well. It's a 2003. And look, no surprise that a 2003 Nissan Pulsar is stuck in Chermside West. It does run still, but it is a Chermside West car. So
yeah, it wouldn't even go there to pick up my car. That's how shit it is.
Buyers beware.
Yeah.
Buyers beware.
Worst suburb.
But yeah, that was Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday had footy.
Yep.
Went down, but fuck, it was a good game.
Yeah, we love to hear that. That's what it's all about, just good games of footy.
The boys, honestly, 2 weeks ago, one of the shittest performances I've seen from a GPS 6th grade Premier Grade team.
Yep.
It was very disappointing to see, but the boys all fucking put it in.
As long as you're trying, that's all that matters.
That's it.
Right?
And it was an enjoyable game.
Yeah.
I've played 4 6th grade games out of 5 this year, and I played the full game for all those.
Yeah.
Do we not have many subs at the moment? Correct. Is that playing a major factor? Fucking
correct. Yeah, fitness is not.
But the fitness is definitely not up. I took some big carries as well. I actually had a try disallowed.
Spewing.
One of the boys in front of me we made a break and we got this called laser.
Yeah.
Now, if you call laser, you're wanting one of the backs to kick to the corner because you're open on the wing.
Yeah.
I was gassed. I was out on the wing with one of the other boys, and then there was no one. I was like, laser! I looked over.
They heard it was
didn't
you.
kick it, so then they've just passed it out. I'm screaming down the sideline for it, and
No dice.
knock on by one of the other boys. I picked up and jumped over because I thought the ref didn't see.
But he saw it.
Yeah, he saw it. So
Fuck, you've been something, Lisa.
Yeah, I know. For free and confidential advice, you know what to do.
You know the drill, yeah.
But yeah, so that was unfortunate. Saturday, I went shopping at Chermside.
Love it.
It's there for like 4 hours.
Not Chermside West.
Not Chermside West, no, because there's nothing there. But funny thing, so we've got a wedding coming up this weekend. It's definitely this weekend.
Yep.
28th of May. Be there or be square.
I reckon we should get one of the boys on next week to recap the weekend.
100%.
Yep.
100%.
Get our mates on like the old days.
It's going to be fucking awesome. Actually so keen for it. But I was looking at getting this suit from Maya, like a suit jacket, pants, just something nice.
Yep.
Haven't really done that for a while. I was saying to you before, I was looking at the $200 options and then nothing was happening. And then I just said to Caitlin, I was like, I'm just not going to look at the price. I'm going to use this again. So I just want whatever.
Something good, yeah.
Something good. Something funny happened though.
What? You didn't split a pair of pants.
No.
Thank God for that.
We're getting, I was getting changed in the room and Caitlin was in there with me. And I got the pants on, the shirt on, and the jacket. And then she was like, oh my God, like, you look so adorable. And I was like, oh yeah. She's like, oh my God, I might cry. And I looked down and she started tearing up and we're both pissing ourselves laughing. She's like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. She's like, you just look so handsome.
Literally made your missus cry.
I made my missus cry by dressing nicely.
Last week was you watching Lego Masters. This year it was her watching you fucking put a suit on.
The thing I think we found the funniest was that me putting on nice clothes for the first time ever
was enough
made
to make
her
her
emotional.
Cry. Yeah.
Made her very emotional.
Yeah.
So I found that quite funny. Chermside was great. Saturday, I don't really think I did too much. I feel like I was meant to do something Saturday night, but I didn't.
Went to the footy, you goose.
Oh, yeah, I did. Fuck, actually, yeah, I ended up having a great night here.
Yeah.
Caught up with Dan, who I used to work with as a plumber. Saw a whole bunch of other plumbers. He actually bet someone. There was this, I forgot what his name was now, but he's the best plumber in Toowoomba, apparently. Listens to the potty.
There you go.
Dan bet him $600 cash if he could get all of Suncorp to chant Klutzy. So they were sitting about 10 rows behind me to the left, and the whole night, all I could hear was, Klutzy, Klutzy. And I was like, holy fuck. And Dan told me, he's like, yeah, I bet him $600. And I was pissed out.
That's a big bet.
Yeah, if he could get.
Did many people get around it?
There was like a few people in that section, but nothing outside of like 30 people maybe.
Yeah, right.
Not quite,
not quite.
But I did have one thing. I ran into a mate of mine, Morgan, who I hadn't seen in ages.
Yep.
And he'd won a bit on the pokes, and I was going to go home. And he's like, no, you got to have a slap. I was like, no, I'm actually not going to. I'm just going to take myself home. And he's like, here's this, and have a crack and take whatever you win from it.
Bang.
And I was like, oh, look, I'll slap it for you.
But I'm not taking the winnings.
I'm not taking the winnings. I'm not taking the winnings. He's like, no. Like, you have to do this. Like, I'm giving you this. You have to do it. I was like, all right, I'm going to make you another $1,000.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom.
Got
up. And then I was like, dude, like, I actually can't take this
money. Yeah.
Split halves with him. But I was like, fuck, that's the
what
easiest way of
pay for your suit.
Paid for my suit.
Yeah.
Went to Yoko on Sunday night. Had a lovely dining experience.
Yeah.
I also leveled up my market game on Sunday.
Yeah, did you?
Went to Redcliffe Markets.
Oh, interesting.
Fucking awesome.
Didn't even know there was markets out there.
Bro.
Markets are all around us though.
The best thing they did was they had this thing called Heavenly Loaves.
Bread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was cob loaf.
Oh, yum. I did see the photo.
Oh my God. Seafood cob loaf. They had lasagna cob loaf, like bolognese cob loaf, all these different cob loaves, bro. Hungry. So good.
Yeah, that's horny.
The only thing is that like I was still like sort of waking up from the night before, and I started giggling when I saw the name.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was Heavenly Loads.
Yeah. I thought you said Heavenly Lows before. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Yeah.
But I just saw like my dirty mind was like Heavenly
Yeah, you are a
Loads.
really twisted cunt.
Yeah.
Big time.
If people didn't know that by now, well, I'm pretty fucking twisted.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. But Heavenly Loaves. If you're at the Redcliffe Markets, this is not an ad, but go check them out because different fillings and cob loaf, just your classic spinach.
Yep.
Is great.
Yeah.
One of the best foods, I reckon.
Yeah.
But this was phenomenal.
Elite. Yeah.
Elite.
Have to check it out.
It was really good. Thank you.
Thanks for the weekend recap.
Thank you.
What a weekend. Next week's going to be fucked on the pod. I'm keen as. Might just be a whole episode of us being scat talking about the wedding, I reckon. With someone else.
It's going to be 2 scat episodes within a month.
Yeah. Scat month.
Sorry, everyone.
Welcome to Scat month.
Yeah.
Perfect time for a merch drop. Actually, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Ned from New Farm, who I met in the car park at the Caco on Thursday night. Met heaps of people, and it was really awkward because someone came up and was like, "You don't even know this guy's name." And I was like, "To be honest, I don't know anyone's name." But then I was like, "I'm really sorry. What is your name?" And he was like, "Ned." And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna fucking remember that." So
that's good.
Shout out to Ned from New Farm.
I've got 2 shout outs as well. Then first one's to Jono.
Yep.
I can't remember.
That's
why,
all.
But I've got a shout out to Jono. So thank you. And the other one, shout out to this bloke from East.
Yep.
Now, I obviously tore myself a new arsehole the other week.
Yep.
This bloke, holy fuck. Game was paused for a couple of minutes.
Oh, did he get proper injured?
Copped a big shot to the nuts.
Oh.
And he was just lying on the ground. Everyone's like sort of giggling.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm so sorry. But he eventually got up and he cowboy walked off. It was and it happened on the far side of the field.
I'm feeling so many emotions this podcast already. I've been hungry. Now I can feel the sickness in my stomach and getting hit in the nuts. But
it was just so fucking fun. I was offering a rub down. My hands were quite warm at the time.
Jacques
so I was like, Jacques Callis. He's fucking getting in there.
Sandpaper heads.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what his name is, but shout out to that bloke because I've never seen someone so bigger than Lockie Campbell in school.
Yeah, horrible.
Never seen someone so crippled by a nut shot.
Yeah. Shout out to him. All right. Returning segment that we always have. Well, we haven't always had it. It's brand new. Rules for life. Basically, we've been reaching out to the frothies out there. We're writing a rule book for life. This all started because someone hit us up about eating on the shitter, whether that was play on or not, and we basically think that's disgusting. So we think anyone listening to this podcast basically needs all the help they can get. So we're compiling a book of rules that you should live your life by. Yep. What have we got so far? Don't eat on the shitter.
Don't eat on the shitter.
If you strap something down in a ute, you've got to flick the strap twice and say that ain't going anywhere. There was a grey area last week, which was
don't look at another man's cock at the urinal.
Yeah, which read the room. You can sometimes get away with it. And the fourth one we had was when you go to a restaurant and there's something whack on the menu, you've got to try.
Got to try.
If it's your first time there.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah. So I've got. But there was a heap sent in on our Instagram this week, but I picked one. I thought we could, do them out over the next few weeks. But this is this week's one that I'm keen to have your thoughts on, Josh. I think it's a pretty strong contender.
Okay, thank you, Darcy.
All right, boys. Rules for life. Don't skip out on your round and don't get a lesser value drink.
Yes.
If the round's before yours with pints of bloke, don't shout around at pots of Hard Light.
Yep. I think that is probably the number one rule in over 18 life.
Yep, 100%.
There's nothing worse than when you shout at someone a drink or you're going rounds
and they just don't.
And gets to someone at the very end and they either don't shout or they come back with a lesser value thing.
Yeah, I reckon the lesser value is even worse. It just fucking does my head in.
Yeah.
But the worst is when people just don't even acknowledge it either. I think it's all good. Say me and you go out for lunch or something.
Yep.
You buy the first beer, I buy the second, you buy the third, and then we're leaving. And it's like, well, we're driving, so we can't have a fourth. But at least I'm like, let me get you another beer. No, I can't. I'm driving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least if you're offering and there's no need for another round, I think that's fine. And maybe next time I'm going to say, oh, I owe you one from lunch last week or whatever, right?
The only time I would say where you can buy a lesser drink, say you're going up, you got 3 mates, you've been on pints. If you want a schooner, I think you get yourself a schooner.
Yeah, 100%.
But you have to get the other 2 boys a pint.
Yeah, 100%.
And then if it goes around to another round and they're like, "Are you after a schooner or a pint?" Fuck, I'll just have a schooner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Stick to it.
Yeah.
Or go back, but then you got to maybe push in front for a round.
Yeah.
Before you turn.
I think as well, you're never going to end up 100% square, especially with your best mates that you see all the time. Someone, you're going to be fucking shouting beers here, there and everywhere, but at least make the effort. There's just nothing worse than when you're clearly doing rounds at the pub and it goes around and someone's just ignoring the fact that it's their shout.
That's it.
And I've like
we have some mates who are terrible for it.
The other thing I hate
I'm actually not going to call them out for once.
The other thing that I hate is, and so I know people sometimes drink at different paces, but when you've got to be like, come on, bro, like, it's your fucking go here.
Yeah.
Like I understand if you're taking longer to drink than me. Like it's different if you've got a full beer in front of you, but if it's been fucking 15 minutes and no one's got a beer and you haven't stuck your hand out to be like, oh, it's fucking my round. It's like, come on, mate. Like,
hurry
what
up.
do you? I don't want to have to fucking ask you to go and shout me around.
Do you know who I think the best person is for shouting at it, that I've had in my experience?
Who?
Hurdy.
Yeah.
So since we've turned 18, I don't know how many times either I've rocked up at his place with a case or he's rocked up at mine or we've gone out and we just grabbed drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point, Hurdy's like, I think I owe you a case. I was like, you'll probably get ahead of me at one point.
I think
we have never, ever in, 10 years now of being able to legally buy piss, we have never questioned
whose go it is.
But
I reckon it gets like that with certain people. Like there's certain people who if I'm going to the bar, I'm not even going to ask if they want to drink. I'm just going to get them one because I know that they would do the same thing for me. Whereas other people, you're like, well, I know that you're a fucking little snake in the grass and you're going to skip your turn. So
there's one person in particular, well, two people in particular that I'm thinking of.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be that person.
No.
Like you want to be at a stage of your relationship where you're not even fucking keeping count. Like that, especially after 10 years, right? On the piss with each other. Like you shouldn't have to really keep count.
Exactly.
You should just know.
I got to a point years ago where I was too generous.
Yeah.
I just always shout too many drinks.
But see, I reckon even that comes around. Like
it does.
With certain people,
it does.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm now in the more financial position to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But when you're getting $400
I
a
know
week
what
at
you mean. Yeah, like student allowance.
So, hey, I'll just go get 10 Long Island iced teas.
It's like half your paycheck.
Yeah,
it's fucked. No one buys you one back.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we actually didn't want one. Oh, fuck. Clutzy's had another 5 Long Islands.
Or the fucking standard. I'll get you a drink in there.
Yeah.
Fuck off, you will, cunt. I'll get the Uber. Yeah, I'll get you a drink in there. No, you fucking will not. You fucking.
When that happens, I always try to be the first person to get a drink.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's just not.
Get it over and done with, and fucking. I reckon we should almost come up with a fucking punishment for people who break this rule. Like,
yep.
My punishment that I do is I just don't get in rounds with those sorts of people.
Yeah.
Like, not even worth it. Not even worth my time.
That's legit. Yeah, there's people I won't offer to ever get a drink because I know that it becomes too difficult.
Yeah. Like, and when I'm out in the piss, I don't want to fucking think about it. Like, also don't want to get up very often. Like, if I can get up once and buy 6 drinks and then not have to get up till 6 more have been bought for me, like.
What if, okay, this is an interesting case as well. What if you're not up for doing rounds or whatever? What if someone buys you a beer?
Yeah.
And you didn't ask for one or anything? They just bring one over.
Yep.
And you have no intention of getting them one back just because, they brought one over to you.
Yeah.
Let's say you're a bit into the sesh and someone brings one over. You haven't done rounds with them all night.
Yeah.
And then they come up to you like an hour later and be like, I bought you a drink before.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Like, I probably, if it was me, I'd just buy them a drink next time I go to the bar of equal. Like, if I'm drinking fucking rum, someone brings me a beer, I'm probably going to drink it. And then I'm getting them a beer, like the same beer they bought me. But like, I don't know. Like,
because there's some cases where it's like, I feel, say you're a couple of hours into the pub.
Yeah.
And then someone just goes and buys you a drink.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, fuck, I'm all good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got you that. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. You should never have to ask. Like, if I ever bought you a random beer, I would never come up an hour later and be like, are you going to pay me back? Because it just goes back to the thing, right? Like, it's going to, you're going to buy me a beer.
Eventually down the track, I'm going to get that
exactly,
person a beer
exactly.
back.
Yeah, exactly right. And what I'll do often if I don't want to do rounds, like say I'm driving somewhere and we rock up here and you buy me 2 beers and you think we're doing rounds, when I go up, I'll just get 1 beer for you and be like, I'm driving, but like here, you know what I mean? Like buy your beer back so it fucking levels it out.
I like that.
I think you just got to be fucking mindful. Don't be a prick.
Know your mates and don't be a cunt.
Yeah, that's simple basically. Know your mates, don't be a cunt, and
don't be that guy in the group.
Yeah,
or girl.
Don't fucking cheap out on rounds. There's nothing worse.
No,
nothing worse.
I agree.
Klutzy, something that's come to my attention recently is a pretty funny Facebook group that I'm a member of. Yes. So my missus and I moved into the place we're living almost like 18 months ago now, which is scary. But when we did move in there, we joined the local community Facebook group.
Yep.
And it is fucking funny as.
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of good in there. A lot of people, like, especially on curbside collection days, they're like throwing this out. And there's some good shit. Like, this is the address. It's out the front. Come pick it up.
Yeah, that's good.
Lots of, like, young kids doing lawn mowing and shit like that. Like, there's a lot of helpful shit in there. People finding stuff. Like, there's definitely a place for it. But some of the shit that people post in there, and, like, I don't want to fucking, like, pigeonhole the type of person that's in a Facebook group, but it's just boomer shit.
Yeah,
Like,
it is peak boomer stuff.
I don't know what it is about fucking boomers just jumping on the Facebook groups, and they treat it like, I don't even know what they treat it like. Like, I couldn't imagine ever asking anyone any of these sort of questions.
But can you imagine, all right, having a conversation with them in real life? Because if this is what they post on Facebook, imagine how dribbly they are in real life.
Well, maybe it's just because they have nothing else to do. Like, they all retired or something, and, like, I don't know. But these are all, I shit you not, the first lot of things I'm about to read out are from I'm not going to say what suburb it is, but my community group. And they've all happened in the last sort of 4 weeks. I've been screenshotting them and collecting them. These are all 100% legit from the same suburb.
Sweet.
So this lady posted, "Hello everyone, just wondering if anyone could please recommend hip-hop dancing classes meant for teens. That's local. Thank you."
Jesus
Hip-hop dance, I'm sure, happens. This lady, who her middle name is inappropriate on Facebook. "Sorry, blah blah street. Husband put the bins out this morning. It's usually a me thing. Switching to the green bin now as he put the yellow out." So someone's gone and put the wrong bin out and then filled the whole street. And they've all put the yellow
That is so
out.
good.
The best thing is that's got fucking 18 likes and 10 comments. Like, you know what I mean?
That's a hot topic.
People are engaged.
But you know what's funny is I know our household, we fucking never remember what's recycle or green.
Never. If you look out on the street.
We look out on the street.
100%. Like,
maybe that's a... wonder if they've done that as a Hamish and Andy Power move. Be the first person to put your bins out.
And put the wrong ones out.
Put the wrong one out.
Yeah, and see if everyone follows.
Yeah. And then go out the next morning early if you're an early riser.
And take them
switch it back to the right
and
one.
everyone's got their recycling bins out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take note. My bin night is Wednesday night, so I'll take note of what it is. And then if it's recycling this week, I'll do it again next week.
I think ours is Sunday night, so I might start doing that.
I might put some stories up and see if we can fucking fool some people.
Yeah, it'd be so good. Fuck yeah.
All right, next post. This is a bit of a long one.
Yep.
Want to exercise and have fun on a mini trampoline? Then come try Boogie Bounce. So this person's advertising a fitness class on mini trampolines.
Oh my God.
All fitness levels, children aged 6 and older welcome. We have limited trampolines rated to 160 kilos. It's fucking big bopper. The normal trampolines are rated up to 125, but below it is what looks like something that's been designed on Canva. 10 benefits of rebounding, which is jumping on a trampoline. I'd love to see where they've pulled this data from. Number 1, increase white blood cells. Sure. 2, stimulate lymphatic system. 3, detoxify. That's all. 4, boost energy. 5, improve digestion. 6, improve varicose veins. 7, weight loss. 8, prevent cancer. 9, build bone mass. 10, reduce cellulite.
Do you reckon they've just gone and found what exercise can do for you and just put that in?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
It's funny as fuck.
Just a warning for anyone driving on blah blah street. 2 boys are riding their scooters very fast down the hill with no helmets on. And this was my personal favourite, mainly because of the first comment. But does anyone have a Monopoly game they're not wanting anymore? Also, Yahtzee game as well. We can pick them up tomorrow. Thanks. I'm like, imagine just having that thought. Fuck, I'd love to pick up a game of Monopoly tomorrow. I might just
play a game of Yahtzee.
Just going to post in the local community group. Surely someone will have one. Top comment. Absolutely, I've got them both. Come and grab them tomorrow. Done. I'll PM you. What are the fucking chances?
That is so fucked. Bro, around Mitchelton when I was working for Miss K's, I joined that community group and it was like the amount of... There is a bunch of teenage boys riding their bicycles around the streets. People are like, cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah. They're outside riding bikes. Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah, crucify them. We had some mates send some through from the Gap.
Yep. This is a well-renowned group.
Users of Peyton Park may or may not be aware, but we have been having an issue with people overtly dealing drugs in the car park by the Scout and Guide dens.
Not overtly.
Not overtly. We've contacted the police, but given the customers' lack of respect for speed bumps and the safety of our youth members, we've been suggested to request a slow for Sam sign on the side of the road in front of the den. I contacted the councillor's office and they advised that we need multiple requests to the ward office to have any chance of this happening. If you have 5 minutes... Is that not ridiculous though? They've gone from overtly dealing drugs to getting a...
Slow down for Sam.
Slow down for Sam.
That's going to solve it.
What else we got here? It's the people who beeped and yelled. This is my favourite. The people who beeped and yelled at me at the intersection of Glen Quarry Place and Waterworks Road today at around 4 p.m. as I was broken down, in capitals, with my hazard lights on. Have some respect. When you get your license, you learn that if you break down, you put your hazard lights on, as if I would choose to park there. So disappointing. I love that she's disappointed in people.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
There's a couple of other good ones. I actually really like the We Love Woodgate page.
Yeah.
There was one the other day. It was like, get down to the bowls club for dancing times. And it was just like one bloke taking a photo of 2 old birds on the D4. Hi, Woodgate party friends. Let's get together Sunday noon at the club and bring your song requests and your dancing shoes.
Fuck yeah, that sounds sick. See, I'm all about that sort of
I
post.
love that.
Yeah.
Just a real random one. And it's something quite peculiar, something shimmering and white that leads you here despite your destination under the Milky Way tonight.
Just
It's just a photo of the sky. But some of the evening rush hour. See, I love this sort of shit.
Yeah.
This bloke's just posted, there's 4 people walking on the beach.
Yeah. That's a good shot though. Like,
Yeah, it's great.
it's just funny. Like there's
Yeah, there
great
we
stuff
go.
in there.
Dancing the day away.
Fuck
There's
yeah.
3 chicks on a dance floor.
Living the dream.
Some of my favourite ones though have been around Easter or around holiday time up at Woodgate, because there's a lot of people that either it's their first time there or they're not usually there. There's one chick and she was like, I cannot believe that people aren't talking about the coastline and how it's disappearing right before our very eyes. The shoreline is terrible. I can't believe that no one's talking about this. And then some old codger comments, he's like, I've lived here for 40 years, love, and it happens every fucking year.
Welcome to Easter.
It's like, we've been here for ages. This is just what happens.
Also, what's posting on a fucking Facebook group going to do about it? Like, fuck
there's something special about people posting in like a
Facebook
holiday destination.
Yeah.
Because then the locals can come back at them.
Not the blow-ins, mate.
Yeah, it's so fucking
Too many
funny.
fucking blow-ins here.
The most hotly debated topic of the Woodgate one is the boat ramps.
Yeah, right. I could see how that would be hotly
Mate.
debated.
They're like, oh, great, here comes the blow-ins again, ruining the boat ramp for everyone. They don't know how to use it correctly.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Yeah, because we don't use it every day, twice a day like you do, bro.
Reversing
Jobs.
down on some fucking wood in sand that gets washed away by water. Wow.
Oh,
Shock
simple.
me.
But I thought it'd be good that people could reach out and fucking get in touch with their best local community Facebook posts.
It's like the new Google review.
Yeah, it is. Like if you want to check what somewhere's like, you go to their fucking community groups and have a look around.
It's funny when when people like someone always posts about the Ashgrove fish and chip shop.
Yeah.
But it's the same person every time. So I have a feeling they're connected to it.
Yeah, they're like trying to pump it up a bit.
It's like great family business. Geez, they run it good. Like we
your
really
family
need to
business.
support people on the strip of Ashgrove. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you're the owner, bros.
Yeah, it is good, but fucking chill out. Get
Chill out.
F-Boss.
Get F-Boss.
They never used to have F-Boss.
F-Boss. Just old salties.
No. It's the one opposite Woolies that never used to have F-Boss.
Oh, yeah. Another one, yeah.
Like, oh, we're not getting much business. It's like, yeah, well,
Get F-Boss,
fucking
bros. No one has cash.
welcome to the 21st century,
Yeah, you
bro.
may as well have fucking Bitcoin only. Like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all we got time for on today's show. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you liked Suburb of the Week coming back.
Yeah.
If there's anything else you want to hear, like any other old segments you want to hear, reach out, let us know.
Let us know. We're keen to crack back into some oldies. We also have memories of goldfish, so can't really remember what we used to talk about.
Yeah, exactly
We,
right.
we actually, literally, 10 minutes from now, won't remember what we just spoke about.
No. By
But
the time this is out, we will have forgotten about this part of the podcast for sure.
100%. It's been a great day.
Has
We're
been.
going to have a fucking ripper weekend this weekend, so next Wednesday's pod's going to be pretty fucking scat.
We'll try and get a mate on as well. Maybe we'll get best on ground from the wedding on the podcast next week.
Bluebet's paying $1.10 for that to be Rock and Rory Driscoll.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Or banging Benny Bennett,
Yeah, the Brizzy villain.
the Brizzy villain.
It would be nice to get him back.
Yeah. He'll still be fucking mumbling by Monday next week. Yeah.
So yeah, particularly if he goes to Laros as well.
He told me he's going to drink strictly champagne at the wedding, so it should be very interesting.
God.
He's the best man as well. So
Shout out to Head Noise.
yeah,
that's going to be fucked.
Yep.
Good luck for the speech.
yep.
Remember merch drop 29th, guys, 6 p.m. Monday.
And there's a vlog dropping tonight on YouTube. That one's free. Don't have to pay for that.
If you thought we'd be talking about Origin today, we're not. We'll be deep diving into the statistical analysis of that tomorrow.
Yep, that's right.
Jokes, cunt, because we don't talk about it.
If you want to hear that, simply fuck off. Don't listen to our show.
That burp stinks. And with that, that's us. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening. Bye.